Hello, hello. We're doing some space exploration today because I've been putting it off for a while because I've been distracted by burner stuff. Hold on, my mic's in the wrong spot. I mean, not like the completely wrong spot, but yeah, a little bit farther away. Okay. So I have absolutely no idea where we were. Also, howdy, Pantabo. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, we need to figure out what we are doing. We do have a to-do list mod, so hopefully that helps. If we actually filled it out. I mean, a to-do list is only as good as the person who writes it, and I am not good, so we'll see. I do have 6 tasks. Apparently, I want core mining, material science, module production, hotbar, right, holmium, straight and western wall. I wonder if these are prioritized. I doubt it. Otherwise, this would probably be a lot lower. What's the western wall? Ah, this one. Okay, it says I want 4 core. Oh, okay. So where are we right now? Are we actually on this planet? Oh, that's nice. We finally made it over here. Okay, so there are 4 core drills that are pretty close. This one, I believe. No, that one's already connected. It says there's 4 more core drills for me to get. 1, 2, 3. Where could the fourth be? Is it this one? No, that one's already claimed. I wonder if it's just outside of territory. There's no way I told myself I was going to get this one. So that one's definitely not it. These 3 definitely... Oh, there's one over here. Okay, yeah, okay, that's the 4 we need. So how do we do this is the real question. We need a whole lot of landfill. Bots are building things, but I mean, we can get things queued up, right? Like, we could build by... Honestly, I could build by hand. That's not an impossible task. Can biters come from over there? This is not walkable, right? This is different than this. Yeah, okay, so this should not be walkable. Otherwise, they'd probably be attacking me right now. Actually, there's no pollution, so... I think we're good, though. I'm pretty sure these guys are stuck on the island. I have no idea how they got there, actually. Does this planet have biter meteors? What? No. How did they possibly get there? Oh, they can walk from this side. Wait, can they make it all the way? Wait, can they walk here? You know what? We're gonna walk down there and find out because I don't actually know. Because I thought they were just like kind of trapped on that island and maybe I destroyed a biter's nest, but now they're gone, so now I'm confused. Now it just looks like they walked off of it. So yeah, we're just gonna go take a stroll, see what happens. Uh, Worst case scenario, like we just add a wall there, so it's not really a problem either way, but yeah, I do want to be prepared. Okay, I can't walk there. Does that mean biters can't walk there? Probably. Unless they can make it up here. But how did they get off of this? Where's the path? I mean, this goes down. Okay, that makes sense. Can you like bridge this gap? How did they get off of this? Can biters walk on can biters walk on things that I'm not aware of? Is this like a space exploration thing? Probably not. You know, we're just gonna hope it's fine. Worst case scenario, they sneak through our base and destroy it all. Like what? That's not that bad, right? I mean, we can all agree that's totally fine and not problematic. What is this? Okay, this is the core mining. This is what we're trying to fix right now, so that's good. I had a dream where stack inserters could put things on both sides of the belt. It was awesome. I think it was a dream, actually. I don't think it's real. It's probably not real. I'd say that like 90% sure it's a dream. Yo, what's up, Bep? Thanks so much for the resub. Welcome, welcome. I was gonna say I had beef tacos today, but that's a lie. They were chicken, and it actually ended up being a burrito because I was out of taco shells. But I had beef taco adjacent things, which is close enough. But yeah, we are trying to remember where we were because it's been like a week and a half, I think, since we played this. And yeah, I have this to-do list which is giving me vague directions on what to do. How much landfill would this be? Like 1,000? Oh, we don't really have anything on us. Also, why do we have walls? Did we ever finish the walls? Oh yes, I remember now. We're hoping that our bots fill this. Yeah. Okay, yes, I remember. We are currently on a fixed time limit of hoping bots can. We should probably fix that. Hoping that bots connect this robo network completely before we get destroyed by biters, which is generally not that much of a problem, but it's not a race I really want to be on. So what we could do is we can hand build things if we need. I have no idea where my bots are. I'm pretty sure I accidentally dispatched them to random spots just now. But yeah, this is why playing an overhaul mod like once a week is really tough. Because you spend like 30 minutes trying to remember what was happening. Especially when you have a spaghetti base, you can't really just look at your base and think, oh, where do things go? Because you have to track down everything every single time. Not saying I would ever change it, because I think that's really fun. Okay, I have an idea. I have an idea. Okay, I just dismissed my bots. So hopefully they can build things now that are ghosts. These are very much not connected. Also, I now remember why I have on my hotbar that I want to set up, or on my to-do list that I want to set up my hotbar, because I very clearly have not set it up yet. I am very tempted to install the mod that increases the range of artillery, because someone's been suggesting it to me for a while, and I see why now. I definitely see why. Let's see. We do have this one, though. I did give in and do this one, which lets you target batches of people at once. Not people, but, biters, which is pretty helpful. It's not quite the same, but it's good. Like, it doesn't give you, like, massive, like, 5 bajillion tile range or whatever the mod does. I don't actually know how much farther it makes your range, but it does make it that you don't have to manually click, like, 50,000 times to attack a base. Because otherwise, this was, like, 2 clicks, right? If I were to do this manually, it would have been like 100, and I would have wasted a ton of artillery. So it's very nice. It does cause you to attract a lot of biters that hopefully I can defend against, but we'll see if it works out. Like I said, I do technically have a time limit here. What I could, or not I don't have a time limit, but I need to make sure I don't attract too many biters, because if we lose these walls before bots connect the network, we can't really repair them, which is bad. I don't think it's the end of the world, but it's not something I really want to happen. Did I almost burn myself, or was there acid? I feel like there had to have been acid there, because I don't think I would have taken that much damage if there wasn't. I guess I only have 60% fire resistance, but yeah, I don't think I would have like immediately died like I just did. Okay, so I think I might manually connect to these roboports. If my bots will cooperate. Hello? What are you guys doing? And then what I could do is leave like 20 bots behind with some repair packs and walls, which will extend the life a little bit. It's not perfect, but it will help a bit. Because it's going to take a long time before the network connects over here, especially since I never actually connected it. So I would say it's going to take a really, really long time then. So yeah, let's fix that. Okay, are these connected, or are those ghosts? Oh wait, I think they're actually connected. Cool. Now there's like way too many landmines here that I don't really want to fix. I might deconstruct them actually, because I don't want them to repair these landmines ever. Because I'll be spending a lot of bot time sending those this far away from base. Like that's what I mean, it's not that bad. It's only like 2,000 tiles, I think, as the crow flies. I clicked on completely the wrong spot, so I meant to ping the middle of the base. And now I clicked on the artillery outpost. Okay. Does it like always click on the artillery outpost? How accurate is it? Oh, within like 20 tiles or so. I did not know that was a thing. Cool. So these are stuck. Oh, I guess that's not a problem then if they're not going to be getting ammo. It doesn't really matter if they're stuck. Why are these not getting ammo? Radar production is limiting. Okay. That is expected, I think. Let's see what the limit is with radars. Radars are being produced here. They're missing iron. Are we not putting iron in a belt? Or not in a belt. Are we not putting iron in a chest? I don't think we're putting iron in a chest anywhere. I could see how this might be problematic then when trying to get iron. Or when trying to get iron things built. There we go. That should be way nicer. Is that a good spot for that? Actually, yeah, that's a fairly decent spot for iron. It's gonna probably sell a little bit of them all, but none of that is that important. Okay, and then we cut this off, so we don't really have backup power anymore, so we do need to be careful about that. We do have nuclear power though, which is great, and I think it's decent. It's only about 1.2 gigawatts, which is on the low end because that's about how much our base uses. So we barely keep our base alive during the night, and then during the day we have excess power. So maybe I should start buffering steam. That way I can get like an average of 2 gigawatts instead or something. I don't know. Or we could use accumulators. We have a couple options there. More accumulators would probably be the easiest just because they can go wherever, whereas steam kind of has to go next to the nuclear plant, and I didn't leave a ton of space. See, this is parts retrieval. Cool. I have no idea why these guys are flying to me. Oh, they're not. Wait, are they? Oh, they are flying to me. Oh, these are logistic bots. Oh, those guys traveled a long way, and I completely forgot about them. I kind of feel bad for them. Not that bad because, you know, they're bots, but, you know, a little bit bad.
Beef taco.
Yo! Jermaine, thanks so much for the resub. Is that space exploration? Or are you just happy to play Factorio? Always happy to play Factorio, except on Mondays. Then it's just suffering. But it's happy suffering, so that counts for something. But yeah, I am currently trying to remember exactly what happened because I think it's been like a week since I played this. Since I forgot, I had to miss like all of last weekend, didn't I? Yeah, I don't think I played last weekend because of the weather. At least not much. But yeah, we're trying to figure out where we're at. I do have the to-do list. It says I need to get these 4 things. It looks like right before we logged off, I just covered this entire thing with roboports and was like, yeah, those will connect by the time I figure out what to do. But yeah, they haven't. So that's where we're at right now. Currently just kind of flying through, seeing if there's anything I can do by hand, but this is just taking out my manual roboports, and they're not placing the power poles, so these are all useless. They might just cause lost bots for a while. But I say, yeah, massive roboport networks are great. I think an easier solution would just be to finally research robots. Not robots. Spidertron. Yeah, place an item and wait 2 minutes, which is not normally a problem. Robot speed also is good. Basically, all of our options are locked behind energy science. That only lets us get us one. That only lets us get us 1 tier of robot speed. Although that is pretty significant, right? Like that's like a 20% boost. Yeah, Spidertron's pretty late, isn't it? Oh, it's not as late as I expected. Energy science is not that complicated. I don't... Which one can we get? Which one do we have the resources for? It's in here. Holmium for energy. Okay, so we have the resources for material. We don't have one for energy, but we do have a holmium planet. It's not that late. It's just locked behind the heart of science. Okay, fair enough. Okay, two people warning me that bio is rough. Okay, then let's do energy and material first before you get to that. Holmium is good for better soul. Oh, that's what makes the awesome solar and accumulators, isn't it? Those things are great. I've always wanted more, so yeah, that would be good. We need... Is it unmodulable? I think it's this. I'm pretty sure this is the blueprint. And then I made it generic, right? I'm pretty sure if this is correct, this should have a blueprint. Not a blueprint. This should have an anything in the logic as opposed to iron. So that way I can use it on any core mining. That did not work. This blueprint is harder to place than I thought. In a way that I wasn't expected. Bio is harder than the three other sciences combined. Oh no. What makes it so hard? Aren't they all basically the same? I guess I haven't really looked at Vegemite. Is it just because... Does it have like a ton of recycling chains? I guess it does look like it has a lot more recycling than the other ones. It solved most of your power demands by many factors. Ooh. Okay, that is tempting to get then. You need a lot of secondary products. Gotcha. Okay, what am I doing wrong? It was blue. I don't know why I thought it was green the whole time. Okay, I'm not colorblind, but I did not feel like I can see with that. Okay. How have I been setting these up? Ooh, do I trust myself to do a... Do I trust myself to do a branch off of this in a way that doesn't break the game? Probably not, but maybe. Because, like, we have two options here. I could either make a circle that goes all the way down, or I can make a double-sided version that goes like this. Limit this to one train? No, 0. No, that only sets 1. Bio doesn't bring too much benefits in terms of research compared to energy. Yeah, the only thing I've seen that I really wanted is prod 4s. No, prod 5s? Which one is it? Prod 4s. But considering we don't even have a production of prod 3s that's reasonable, I can't imagine we'll be switching to prod 5s anytime soon. But yeah, this is what I need. We have a couple options. So I believe we can make like a branch that goes down here and then loops around and goes back. Or we could try to set up not a grid system. What would the word be? I guess it would kind of be a grid, like a rail grid that goes down here, so that way you actually have a rail blueprint. That would work, so that way we have both directions without having to like make a loop. Actually, we do have blueprints for that, right? I mean, not great ones, but we do have blueprints for that. Not that. Is it this thing? Yeah, this thing. You're also on prod 3s for the masses. Only some exceptional builds have higher tiers like labs and so on. I figured that's probably what would be the case. Yeah, unless you're linen, and then you have prod 8s because you're trying to get, what is it again? 1,000 science per minute or something like that? Or is it higher? No, wait, was it 5,000? I know it's a really high number compared to the 2 that I have that is also not very great. You might be able to do 500 at 60 FPS. Honestly, that still sounds like a ton for space exploration. Is your train network still organically grown? Do I have proper rail blueprints now? So we have these. Does that count? It doesn't have a massive throughput, but we do have these. It counts. Okay, then we do have these. We have not used them on this planet yet, but we do technically have them. The only problem is they're not fully on a grid, so it's hard to line them up completely, but it is a start. We have to start somewhere, and you know what? Let's just place it here and see what happens. Also, why are we in this mode? But yeah, we've been like our main base is basically just an amalgamation of everything. I'm assuming it doesn't matter which way it goes, right? I think I asked that last time. Yeah, it shouldn't matter. Okay, I do need to be careful. This is gonna play some extra roboports, but that's fine. Yeah, we need to put them on a standard size, obviously, so it's not perfect. But I will say it is leagues better than what we had before, which is not saying much, but I'm still happy about it. Also, this is literally on my hotbar for this reason, and I keep forgetting about it. There we go. Okay. What is happening here? Why isn't it making the sounds? That was weird. Okay. So yeah, this is a lot nicer. Now these will eventually make their way over. And now what we have to do is connect this to here, which we can do two ways, right? Ooh, I feel like this could work, right? Would this work? I feel like that works conceptually. Uh, will it work in practice? I don't know, but we'll try. Chain signal, and then this gets this. And then this would go here, and does that work? Did that break things? I'm not sure if that breaks things. The idea here, and this won't cause problems with trains backing up because these are limited to one train. So hopefully that makes it that that's not a problem. This is obviously a lot more space than it needs. I probably could have made like a little V right here. Let's see, is it signaled properly? I don't actually know how to tell. At least not until they're built. So I guess we just look back on it later and hope that when we make a second one that this one was correct. Let's see. So this branches off, it goes down here, loops around, goes back. Wait, why am I doing this? Why did I do it that way? Oh, this isn't part of the blueprint. The idea was I built it that way because I wanted something blueprintable, but the blueprint for this is literally a straight line. There's absolutely no reason to try to connect it like that. I thought I was being helpful, but in practice I was not doing anything. There we go. Okay. I think that works slightly. Let's see how well it works, but it does work a little bit. The real question though, does the power poles connect? And I think the answer is no. I think I do remember this problem with my blueprint. Power poles only connect if you rotate it the right way. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So what's the easiest solution here? Do we just waste do we just waste power poles? Or do we just add power poles to the end of it? Probably just make the blueprint extend one tile past, right? Yeah, that's the solution. Like, oh wait, this needs to rotate to be the same direction, otherwise the blueprint will break things. Okay. I guess that works. I don't like how it's offset, but it does work. Okay. Now, in theory, they should still connect unless I accidentally placed a rail. Good. Okay, and now it doesn't matter which way I place the rope. Place those. And I probably should not place them there. Okay. Is the rail connection or is the power pole connection bad? I'm not entirely sure. You know what? That kind of, if we think about it, if we were to place something here, And here, that's basically a city block. We're moving up there in the world. It's a very, very large city block for a single core miner, but you know, it's progress. I'll take it. Okay. And yeah, we wasted a lot of roboports here. Also, this thing. What do we do about this? Is that all we need to do? Or we do before and after? Is that it? I don't know if I need one in the middle. I probably don't need one in the middle. We'll see. We'll see what they look like when the signals actually arrive. I will make a note to check back there because I will forget. Rail signal. I can't believe I have to make a nail. Check double crossing. There we go. Because this is still on my old rail system. This is the oil that only goes one way, which we will eventually connect to this, I think. Just not quite yet. So I don't want to break things too much right now. And then there is another problem. How do I convert the two? Like if I had this blueprint, they don't line up. The roboport doesn't line up. Okay. I think that technically works. Although it's not perfect. We do have to do some manual fixes. But yeah, okay. That's something. I think we need to make them a standard size. Will be the next rail, the next step for the rail system. If system is really the right word. 1 2 1 2. Is this a double-sided? What train is this? This is double-sided. Okay. That didn't feel right. That did not feel like it was the correct way to signal that. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, guess we'll find guess we'll find out. Okay. So this is to get this, which I guess we don't really need the defenses here. So let's just delete these. I think they're connected around. So I don't think that explicitly breaks things, which is good. I'm not sure if I put them on a separate signal. I think they're technically on a separate connection, so I need to make sure I don't actually connect these that aren't supposed to be connected. Right? And maybe it's not. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I was thinking I had to worry about these pumps, but it doesn't look like those are problems, so we can actually just connect these. And the only reason for this is to make it that these stay connected, because I wasn't sure if I made a circle. I definitely tried to, but I'm not confident in that. Okay, so where's this blueprint? Unmoduled miners, that's the other mining blueprint. Core miner, okay. Okay, I think that's fine. Yeah, okay, I think this is fine, because this rail doesn't actually do anything, which means we can just delete it. Yeah. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're totally fine. And now this goes this direction. That's a bit odd, but you know, we can make it work. We can make it work. That goes up. And then we somehow need to go from here to here. Also, I need to remember to press shift. I never remember to press shift, which is not great. If you don't press shift, it doesn't go through things. So we end up with a lot of gaps. There we go. At least they're easy to fix thanks to whatever button that is. Control clicking? No, not control clicking. Rotating. There we go. We still need to make a standardized... We still need to make a standard corner. I will say that. Or not a corner. A turn. But that counts for something. Let's see, we get some signals. This honestly doesn't need a ton of signaling because this can only have one train at a time because it takes so long to fill up. Like it's not it it doesn't need a lot. That's why we have 5 pickup trains. And they just get signaled whenever these are full. So at max, it's 1 train. I figured we could scale it up with extra trains if we ever needed that. But with how slow they are, I don't think that's a huge concern for a while. Also, super glad that I fixed the power poles here. Wait, what's down here? Oh, there's worms. Cool. Okay, and then this is a dilemma. Not a huge dilemma, but there's a bit of a dilemma here. I could have robots landfill that, or I could fly down there and do it in like a minute. I feel like flying down there and doing it in a minute is the pretty obvious solution. But I'm lazy. No, we'll landfill it by hand. It's just a matter of, dropping a bunch of junk off. I'm not sure if we're doing any more combat today. I don't think I want to do combat today. We spent a lot of time. Yeah, we spent a lot of time fighting biters last time. Let's not do that. Okay. Because we had to do the expansions. Yeah, I think that's what we did. Last time we spent a lot of time setting up artillery, trying to make it work a little bit better, so that way we could start expanding our territory, because we didn't used to have this section. We used to have this square, but now we have this this whole section, which gave us access to 4 more core miners, which is honestly a pretty big improvement, I think. There might be easier ways to count, but they should be somewhere in here. Where would they be? What do they look like? They're somewhere in here. 6. That doesn't sound right. I think I missed them. You know what? We'll just say 7. We're just gonna make up a number. We had 7 core miners, and now we'll have 11. I have I have no idea how close that is. I don't even know how we would count that. This isn't work. Well, no, this would count ones on other planets. Yeah, there's probably a more elegant way to find out. And it also looks like we are still in the still in the process of upgrading everything to speeds and prod mods. Because I do remember upgrading my entire base to blue belt, right? Oh, that's nice. We don't have a single yellow or red belts in our base. Oh, that's satisfying. Right, yeah, we upgraded that last time too, didn't we? We upgraded them and we're like, let's hope this doesn't break things. And let me say, the first time that we did it, it broke things. So hopefully the second time was not subject to the same fate. It looks like steel is doing pretty good. Landfill, I think, is produced up here. 3,000. I don't know how much we need. I guess we can just make 2 trips if we don't have enough. Because realistically, we're not going to grab that much here. Like, we can't really get that much more than 5,000. Also, is this our entire landfill buffer? Surely not. We keep 5,000 landfill buffered at all times. That's all. Okay. That feels like not much. Let's fix that. Okay, 6 times the buffer. Seriously, that's all of our landfill? Do we have a chest somewhere? Oh no, we moved it over here. That's crazy. I'm surprised we did not produce more. Also, I do like this though. These don't have a buffer. Those used to be very backed up, which means they're actually consuming resources now. At least all the resources. Because there was a while where we weren't really consuming as much copper as we were iron. I think it's because we're just filling up a ton of rockets right now, which means our whole base is just running. But I mean, hey, I'll take it. Then we still need to connect these. I think we're missing roboports. So we need to speed up roboport production and... Oh. Ooh. It didn't even occur to me that I need to watch out for water here. Okay, we'll see if our train actually connects. Wow. Okay. Does the mod that lets you place things landfill automatically, does that work well? I know there's a mod that exists, but I don't think it works as seamlessly as the new vanilla option will be. Because that might be worth considering. Also, where is this? Or what is this? Let's see, is this enough? You haven't tried the ghost on landfill on. Okay. It seems tempting every single time. My understanding is that's a little bit quirkier than the vanilla experience will be, but I don't know what that means. Also, this works perfectly. Cool. Like it might not be too bad. Oh, this took a lot more landfill than it should have. But we did it. That's the important thing. Okay, and then this will be coming. Oh, is this gonna have to make a loop? I think this one will have to make a loop. Because it's actually facing the wrong direction. Can I make it face the other way? No, I think the way that it's set up, it should always work in two directions, right? No? I thought the idea was that this always works in two. Maybe the idea that it always works in one. Hopefully it's as generic as we think it is, because otherwise that's going to be a bit rough. You know what? Okay, we will go... Yeah, I think either way we put it, this is facing the wrong direction. I could make a second. We could have two versions of it. Or we can just hope that we can make a loop. Which I think that's good practice, so we'll actually go with that one. Okay, red signal here, 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 and does that work? Is that right? We would need a double signal at the crossing. Actually, I don't think we would need a double signal here. I think just having them inside the loops would be fine. I feel like that's not right. I have a lot of confidence there for not actually knowing. But like I said, if you're not going to be right, you better be confident. That never steers me wrong. Except for the times where we have destroyed our entire base because of it. But we're confident. Yeah, I might try that. I mean, I might just, like, we're already playing with mods. Like, I feel bad sometimes installing mods that are, like, good. Just because I feel like I'm playing space exploration. And shouldn't be using other things. But honestly, there's no reason not to just use any mod that looks cool. Like that artillery mod. That artillery mod that just sounds really cool every time. Every time I have to use artillery. I've been very tempted to install that. For obvious reasons. Okay, so this would be a chain signal, I think. Oh boy, I hope those are right. Pumps on landfill. Wait, what kind of pumps on landfill? Like offshore pumps? Or so making them water wells like you can do vanilla? That's basically what that is, right? Just vanilla offshore pumps, but... Or what are they called? Oil wells. No. Water wells? Water well pumps. Something like that. Whatever they call it. Water holes. Yeah, we can call it water holes. That's cool, though, that there's a mod that lets you just do that naturally. When I was playing through... let's see, what was it? When I was playing through... I cannot think of the name. Warptorio. I was tempted to use that mod. Or not use that mod. I was tempted to abuse that idea. To get extra water out of the base on the bottom. But then I realized I didn't need like 24 pumps of water when you had like enough space for a single gigawatt reactor. But I liked the idea. It's really cool though that they allowed it. I'm assuming it was a bug initially and they made it. Or I imagine the devs, for the devs it was a bug and then they made it something that could be intentional. Okay, so something about this feels wrong. I don't exactly know what, but it's definitely not perfect. We'll have to wait and see what goes wrong with it once I can see the signals. But at least it's capped, so this can make it all the way down. I guess the other option, I could have branched off of here. Wait, why didn't I do that? Okay. Yeah, that was silly. Never mind. Now we don't have to worry about if it's right. I kind of forgot that we had to make this loop over here. We could have changed which side we were coming on. Okay, that's good. Was again not holding shift. Is there any way to make that a default feature? I feel like there's not, but I always forget to press it, and it always like skips over trees. Okay, that looks good. You know what? We'll just connect back up here. That should be fine. Yeah, there we go. That let's ignore the looks for now. It's maybe not the most ideal shape for it's definitely not the most ideal shape for setting up a rail signal, but yeah, well it's it's an eggplant. There we go. We have eggplant shaped rail network. Okay, make sure hold shift. Ooh, wait. Ooh. Wait, we're all the way. Ooh, we're connected to this other network. Oh, this is the moment of truth. Can I actually connect them? I mean, I would have to be able to, but now we're cooking. They were actually like the perfect size. Actually, that's really cool. They were not coordinated at all, but they do seem to be the exact right size. Could have just been coincidence though, or it's definitely just coincidence. But yeah, now they can make their way all the way around if they want. Okay, that's cool. Oh yeah, once we get these, if we get these to a standard size, I can see how rail networks would be great to expand. Especially, I'm assuming the strat is to put them on absolute too, right? So then you don't even have to think about where they go. Because that sounds really useful. And then we just have to shift it over a little bit because there's water in the way if we go down too far. I guess it's not that hard to align something, but having it absolute, just being able to place things wherever sounds pretty useful. Okay, this is another thing where we have to go down there in person, which hopefully we can be a little bit more conservative of landfill this time. Let's see, is everything connected? It was, we deleted it. We deleted it when we set up when we changed how the rails were connected. Cool. Also, we still have not regenerated our health. I guess we don't fight that often. I forgot how bad the passive generation was in this game, or in this mod. So yeah, we should probably get, what is it called? Medpacks set up? I feel like medpacks would be useful. Okay. Because actually, wait, aren't they super cheap? I feel like they're incredibly easy to make, but we've just never bothered to make them. Secure canister, petroleum gas, medpack 1, plastic, iron, water, heavy oil. They are insanely cheap. We can definitely make medpacks. Heal 1,000 poison. Is that how the game shows healing? Damage 5 poison? Interesting. Okay, that is actually a bit too large. There we go. This is going to be tricky. Like, we have landfill, but we don't have a ton, so hopefully we can get this to be aligned in a good direction. No. Wait, can I just, like, move it over one tile? Does that work? No. It's off by one tile in every direction. Okay. So this is the only way it can fit. Or vertically. I can make this work, I think. I actually don't know why I can't place a core miner in that direction. I don't know what's wrong there. Ah, okay. So I can make this direction work. I don't think that's easier though, so we'll just go with the other original one. Which that did not help me at all in telling which way I need to build this. I wonder if it would be worth doing double-sided trains. Because like as I'm connecting them, It just seems like it would be nice to just have this be like some kind of system that just goes off to the side and then goes back directly onto the same track. We definitely don't have to worry about that now, but it seems kind of nice. Also, how do we do this? This is going to go down there. We can branch off to the right and then loop back. Okay. So I actually want a circle connection right here. Or, you know, I feel like most people would call it a roundabout, but circle connection works. Actually, wait, that's a bad idea, right? To have something built directly on the roundabout. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's not a huge deal unless you're planning on making your base there. It's like, we could survive. Like, it's definitely not the end of the world. Oh, wait. Oh, this is facing the wrong way. How do we do this? This goes here. Okay, well, never mind. We can't go directly off the roundabout anyway, so we're fine. And then this would branch off here. Okay, so yeah, we need a lot more landfill. I guess we come back. Hopefully it's produced by now. Because we don't actually have a ton of backup landfill, which is unfortunate. Definitely limits our options. We are limited to expansions right now. Which is, let's see where. What are we limited by? We're limited by roboports, right? We're at 102 roboports. We are placing them faster than the bots can place them. Because they're just not producing fast enough. I feel like they're cheap though, right? Roboports are not expensive, so why are they not building fast? It could just be that I think we have... I mean, they're expensive, but they're not expensive compared to like anything else, any rocket parts. So I think the issue is that we have roboports being produced here, and they are being fed by leftover red chips. I see. So they don't actually get a whole lot of red chips. What's the problem with those? Oh, I think I found out. I think I figured out why roboports are not doing too hot. Interesting, interesting. How have we not fixed green chips by now? How did this not fix green chips? I'm very confused. Okay. Where else do these get green chips from? Let's follow the line. There we go. We will make the spaghetti base work as hard as it possibly can. Okay. I don't think we're iron limited here, right? We're not iron or copper limited here. So we could add a speed module. What are these limited by though? Is it... Oh, we are literally right here. These are limited by availability of water. Okay, so if we add a speed module or a beacon here, that should help a lot. So let's see, where do we have blue undergrounds? There we go. This one's a bit trickier to get a beacon in. I don't know where these sticks go. We might be able to cut some of these sticks, because I would like a second beacon. But for now, let's see. Is there a beacon we can copy? No, of course not. There we go. Tier 2 modules. Okay, that's a good beacon. Well, good enough beacon. Because I would like another one right here, which is the only spot it can't be with this. But I think we can make it work. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what these sticks do. So let's just move them. Also, what is this? Oh, that's intentional. Okay, this isn't... This looked very broken, but yeah, this is just a very, very awkward side load. It's also backed up with copper plates from earlier. This isn't a constant problem, but there was an issue a couple space exploration streams ago where we did break a lot of things. Okay, I think I know the solution. Let's not craft those. Let's just find a stack inserter. You know what? Let's just use an upgrade planer. I keep forgetting we have those. Okay, so this should be beaconed. Cool. Because we only need like a couple stick assemblers, so I feel like if we just move it over here, we'll be fine. It is a bit awkward to get it over here. But I believe, let's see, we can use an underground here, and we can cut through the side. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Okay, so this just goes up here. It goes under here. This goes under here. And there we go. And now we can sideload it, so now it doesn't matter where the sticks come from. Perfect. Okay, so stick assembler should be improved. We can give it some modules if we really want, but we don't really need to, because I don't think we're iron M limited. Now it should produce a lot better, except for the fact that that didn't grab anything. Hello, Losnar. Look at that. This didn't do anything. Why is it? Okay. I was like, why does nothing look improved? Okay, this looks better. And then, we don't really have any beacons. We do have the module inserter mod. Let's see if I remember how to use this. Module cylinder. I think right click is one at a time, and then left click is another one. Hopefully that's right. Or sorry, other way around. Right click is one, left click is all. So hopefully that improves our stone brick production. Now these are going to be limited by, I don't know what these are going to be limited by actually. I think these are limited by this assembly machine speed now. So, is there any possible way for me to get beacons on the other side now? So that way we can be limited by separate things. Because now we fix this side. Now we just need... So we fix one side, now we just need to fix the other. Which, I think I see a way. Because we can put a beacon here, right? Okay. This is such a big redesign. Or a much bigger redesign than I thought. I think we still improved our production. It's just, I don't know if it was as significant as I wanted it. At least we're saving copper cable, so that's something. Okay, what are our options? I mean, I do see one option, and I might go for it. It's called just deleting things I probably don't need a ton of right now. Because looking at the concrete, we're probably fine on concrete. And look at that, we fixed our production. Wow, isn't that easy? Look at that, we don't even have to lose a ton of production for it either. Okay, so we can keep that one, and then this can go down one tile, and then we can keep another one too. There we go. Okay, so we didn't lose a ton of concrete production with that. And considering these are probably inserter limited, I think we're fine. Yeah, we should be more than fine here. Cool. Okay, so circuits, not necessarily fixed, but hopefully that gives us a little bit more, which should translate to roboports eventually. I don't know how many things it gets, how many times it gets branched off on the way, but you know, it should help a little bit. And then there is another option. We could just do this. See if that does anything. Yeah, we could try that, see if that helps. But I don't know if these things are all going into a chest. We'll see. And then we're somehow missing pig electric poles. So I feel like we're just not producing those. I mean, you'd think we would be able to figure stuff out. I mean, look at this. Look at this very organized, very, very well-designed, organized mall. Things are super easy to, super plug and play. Okay, let's limit this to 2 stacks. Also, what was, wait, 2 stacks isn't that much. I wanted to limit it to 50. Let's wait for the autosave, which, yeah, autosave gets a while. Yeah, so organized. I mean, look, I can tell at a glance that this probably doesn't have big electric poles with like some certainty. Maybe not a lot, but it's, you know, it doesn't look like there's any. That's fairly certain, I think. Also, let's see. I'm going to request modules right now. There we go. We're going to stand here. Bots are going to deliver it to us. I feel like there's a different problem here. I don't think we're actually missing power poles. I think what's happening is there is like some random thing that's partially connected right now. It's probably like over here where it hasn't fully built, so it's still being requested. So yeah, I think it's just a matter of we haven't completely connected our Roboport grid, so it says we're missing electric poles when we're really not. Because that would be that's my guess. Because it definitely looks, I mean, it definitely says we have 1,000. We also have I think those are produced up here. That's probably why I couldn't find them in the mall. They're produced here, and they're fine. Kind of. They're all right. They're all right. We'll say they're all right. How's our substations? We keep 1,000 of them. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I think we can fix this a little bit. Because these used to be prod 1s. Or no, these used to be assembler 2s. So we can upgrade these with modules, which will help a bit. And I think I could actually fit a beacon here too. Wait, no, we can't. Not with that design. If we could add a tile between them, we could fit a beacon there. These are limited by, I think, this thing. I think that's the limiting factor. So that should help a lot. Because this was not designed around having assembler 3s. So yeah, honestly, that should give us more gear, more circuits. I don't know how many more. Because it's obviously we just randomly placed. We placed a very arbitrary amount. This is not working that well. Oh, because this is... Oh, this is assembly machine limited. Assembly machine limited. Perfect. Okay, now bricks are doing rough. Cool. I think bricks are fine though because bricks come from elsewhere. It's just this one is running low. I hope this is a supplement. Because we do have a supplemental brick assembly lane. I think over... We definitely have one. I hope. Surely this is not the entirety of our brick production, right? There's a chance that that is the entirety of our brick production. Oh, there we go. We converted, I forgot, we converted a glass lane into a brick lane at some point for extra bricks or something like that. I don't know. But it seems to be doing all right. Also, now that we have blue belt, we can actually just expand this like very easily by doing this. As far down as it goes. And look at that, we got extra bricks. Honestly, blue belt, fantastic. Wait, no wonder why it didn't fit. It was offset. Actually, no. It made sense that it didn't fit because they're two different lanes, but yeah, that's nicer. Yeah, that looks way nicer. Also, these still have regular electric poles. I hope those are still automated. Okay, so power pole Roboport requirement is not going down, but I think that's because every time I place a Roboport, that puts another Roboport in range. So I think it's just going to stay at 100 until every single one is placed. Which is... I don't know how many that is, but, you know, it's some amount of Roboports. There we go. Oh, that's a much thicker lane. Is there anything we can do to make this a full lane? Because that's pretty darn close. What is it limited by? Now that they've, like, leveled out. It's limited by assembling speed. This might work. Don't know if speed mods are going to be a problem now. Okay, let's do prods and then speeds. Might as well save the resources. And then those might have been bricked unless they both grabbed copper. Oh, they did all grab copper. Okay, cool. So that, I think, should have comparable speed, but it will use... No, it doesn't have comparable... It might have comparable speed. I think it has comparable speed. But now it gives you extra resources for free. Oh, well, for the cost of energy. Yeah, okay. So hopefully those balance themselves out. It feels worse. But that's thicker. Okay, so I think it's fine. Honestly, I think we're producing too many green chips, which is weird. Because look at that. That's slightly backed up. Okay, we're not producing too many green chips, but we're producing too many green chips here. So how do we fix this? Where does it look like it's low? Oh my gosh. I think the only fix is to get a very... somehow get a line all the way down here, right? Red chip production does look a lot better though. Like, this is a lot. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's way more than we had. Since we have backed up green chips right here that we somehow need to manage. What options do we have? Let's see. Where there we could maybe sideload it over here. No, that's already being sideloaded a bunch. Those already come from here, so that doesn't do anything. Where else? We could possibly get green chips over here, but this looks like a full lane, so that doesn't help. Apparently we're producing green chips here. I have no idea where these go, but those look like they could use an upgrade. Yeah, okay. Modules are awesome. Oh, these are... What are these limited by? The assemblers, maybe? Probably the assemblers. Okay, I think this helps. Hopefully that helps. I don't think anything's double beaconed here, right? Yeah. Okay, and then, I don't know, this seems to be a good ratio. Just in general, like 3 to 1. Basically, it mostly cancels out the... It mostly cancels out the crafting speed loss from the prod modules, but you still get the extra ones. So at the very least, this is just like... This decreases the cost of the modules, but it doesn't necessarily give you extra. Yeah, we'll see if that helps. I think these still need to be upgraded. Because I think we'll run into output speed issues with stack inserters. See, what's happening over here? I think that's fine. It takes a while for repairs bots to be dispatched, but yeah, that's not a huge deal. Yeah, okay. Does that... I don't know where these go, but I'm hoping that extras here make their way back to the red chip lane. Yeah, absolutely no idea what to do with these. Absolutely no clue what to do with these. This is not a problem I was anticipating. Because why would I be short on green chips? It just seems weird to me. Maybe this will help a little bit. Because this will let me use green chips for the mall. I don't know where we get green chips for the mall, honestly, but that might do something. If we can figure out where the other green chip chest is. Because I will let myself use logistic bots for mall stuff. So that's what this chest would do. And then, yeah, we're definitely not hurting for core assemblers, so these can steal from the entire belt for now. We don't even need to worry about a splitter. This is a weird loop. I'm looking at this now. This loops all the way up, connects to the bottom. Instead of me just grabbing directly from this belt, I think it's because when I first set this up, this didn't exist. And then I saw there's a splitter here, so I just connected to it. But now it looks like a 9, and I think that's cool. Okay, have we built anything yet? These are still being built. Well, that's fine. This was what was our goal? Okay, we were trying to get landfill, right? Okay, that we're gonna have to be very careful. Is there any more landfill? We have 2,000 landfill here, so we should be able to request landfill. Because 2,000 is enough for our goal. 500 is not. I have no idea where it is, but there is landfill somewhere. So we're just gonna stand here, and we're gonna plan. So we are going down here. Let's say we got this one, we got this one, and we got this one. Oh, this one's mining. That's. Oh wait, is this connected? Oh, this is so close to being connected. I mean, aside, actually, yeah, this is very close to being connected. We could finish this one. We could just run down there with some rails. Let's do that. Rails, 500 rails. Let's see, do we have big electric poles still? I think so. Yeah, those are already there. We don't have a ton though. 150 roboports we're requesting. That's not enough. And then the last part was rail signals. Let's do 50 and 50. Okay. So this one should work soon. This is already backed up, right? So that's a good sign. That means it's at least mining. I don't know if this will ever connect. No, that will. Okay. Yeah, our robot network is slowly building. It's basically like one thing gets placed, then another bot gets dispatched. So like it's only expanding like one tile, like one radius every. It's a while. I will say it's a while, but it is slowly expanding. I don't know why this went over there. I don't know what's over there. Ooh, this guy's finally returned. Oh, that's good. What is this? That's not the right button. How much artillery did that waste? Hopefully not a ton. There we go. This is the one that I meant to use. There we go. Oh, we are so close to being able to get this. Oh, wait. If I were to go over there, I would probably need to wall off this. I'm not sure. If I could get to here, here... Okay. Yeah, getting this one core miner is a lot trickier. I got these four because I needed this area anyway. But going over there requires me to get a lot more territory than I want to do right now. Okay, that's already out of ammo. I think I should have doubled up my artillery one. How many channel points to install bigger artillery? Hmm. That would clear my conscience, wouldn't it? Of of doing it myself. Let's see. What's reasonable? 50? I feel like 50 might be a bit steep, huh? 49. There we go. That's a balanced amount. Bam. There we go. Now I don't have anything. Oh my gosh, I have to install a mod. What a cool redeem. Let's save this first though. First and probably last time redeem of that. I mean, technically it can be redeemed a ton because I did not set a limit. Let's see. It's called bigger artillery, right? Like that's all there is. A fair price. I thought so. I didn't want it to be too steep because, you know, we didn't want to miss this opportunity. Probably this one, right? Who needs balance? Wait, is this right? Is literally just a bigger artillery? I figured it was just gonna give you like 20 free upgrades. But yeah, that's way cooler. That's way nicer. Okay, this should minimize it. Minimize how many artillery trains we have to send out, which is good because that is it's always embarrassing to watch me place them. No, the trains are getting better, so the artillery trains are working better, but it's a it's a process. Okay. The mod seemed like it had a lot of options. I didn't actually look too closely at it. It just sounded really convenient. Okay, what's it got with it? Highly customizable, compatible with all mods, manual and auto mode. Perfect. So it really is just bigger artillery. And I'm assuming it's a new research. Ooh, it's utility science. Cool. We can afford that. That's what balances out the 2000 utility science. Oh, and look how. Whoa. Wait. 3000 range? That's amazing. Oh, and they put the automatic and manual ranges the same. Okay. That's pretty cool. How far is that? Oh. Oh, I see. So it will clear this section. Oh, this is we yeah, okay. I see now why you've been recommending it. I have no idea how long this will take. You're gonna need some good defenses. Yeah, I could see how that could be a problem if it queued up every single if it attacked every single enemy. It's not Big Bertha, it's Big Bertha. True. It is the biggest Bertha. More like Thick Bertha, am I right? Did we get the landfill? You know what, we got enough. Let's go. Oh wait, we got as much as requested. Put some turrets. Ooh. We don't have uranium ammo. We could do a wall of turrets. Is it really going to be that rough, though? It's going to be a horde of behemoths. Okay, yeah, I see the problem. We do have some uranium ammo. How much do we have? Where is our uranium production? Somewhere over here. We have 5,000 uranium ammo. That's decent. Yeah, I haven't looked at it yet. Let's see. It doesn't have shells here, so I'm assuming it's just regular shells. It changes the problem from tediously sending artillery trains to sustaining big shell productions. Ooh. You need enough shell productions to always delete the main bases. Or the new bases. Because then you don't need walls, you just need shells, and they attract people way farther than your pollution will. Because our pollution goes here, which is about 1,000 tiles. The shells will go here. Yeah, I sure hope I have defenses. Yeah, our shell production, if I recall, is terrible. But I think part of that is that we actually didn't have any iron going into the radars, so we weren't producing radars. So I don't actually know if it's better. Like, I think we're a little better off than we were. Okay. I'm very limited on landfill, so I should be careful. I say as I place all of it in a way that wasted it all. Cool. Is this where I wanted it? Um, this isn't right, is it? Okay, it will work. It's weird, but it works. Okay, let's pull out landfill. We have we have 300. This isn't all of our landfill. It's just all we brought with us right now. Okay. That's a start. Cool. That was a great trip. We made a circle. Okay. Do I expect my trains to go through here? I guess that changes it a lot, right? Like, I could simplify this a lot if I don't make this a roundabout. That does waste the landfill, but Like if we need this, if we need our base to pass through here, we can always just go next to it. We don't have to use this. And I can't imagine we're going to be expanding our base this far for a while. Another simpler solution is if this was rotated the other way. We need to make a second version of the core mining drill, like a reversed version, which should be really easy, right? Actually, is it? I mean, it's not as easy as just flipping it, right? But it's almost as easy as just flipping it. Hmm. Okay, I think I see what we can do. Oh, this is connected to circuit network though. That's fine, right? Less fine. We don't have any combinators, do we? Oh, we do, we do, we do. I'm like looking at this, and there isn't a good way to reverse it with the combinators that we have. Wait, what? Oh. Okay, this should be fine. Flip it. Does that still line up? I don't actually know. Because this was not placed like I wanted it to be. Let's find out. Okay, that lines up. Perfect. Now we can connect this. Copy the name. Copy this signal. Okay, yeah, a reversed version of this would be great. I don't know why I don't have one yet. I mean, I know why I don't have one yet. We don't use trains much, so we haven't had a need. There we go. And now this will let us figure out the roundabout later. That was pretty much the whole point of all of this. We can't fully loop around. We need just like such a small amount of landfill. If if I had landfill set up properly and had requested the 2,000 that I wanted, not the 1,000 because I changed the wrong one, we would be done. Okay, Big Bertha, 29% done. I think that's limited by research speed because I imagine we have a lot of buffered sciences. I don't know for sure, but I feel like we definitely have them buffered. Okay, and then as for defenses, this is what I have, which I don't think is great, but this is what I can do. This is a little bit better. Definitely not a perfect solution, but I think it's definitely better. It's better than not having them. And I can't imagine we'll have power issues because... Actually, we might have power issues. Not sure. Okay, now we power them, and we hope that we're okay. Cool. Think they're all powered. Good. Okay, so a wall of laser turrets. Fortunately, we have the wall mod, so that helps a lot. The one that makes it that they can't shoot over them. I think the problem is that most of our defenses are where they were regularly attacking. And where they'll regularly attack is much different now. Because now they'll just be called from everywhere. Okay, that's good. I'm assuming once I attack them once, they're only going to attack that one time, right? And then it's going to be back to normal. They won't attack unless pollution spreads. Yeah, yeah, because attacking them, it doesn't like trigger them to permanently attack you. I don't know why it would. I don't know why that was a concern. Like for some reason I had this slight fear that if I attacked once, spiders would be summoned from that base forever. But they still have to get pollution and junk. There we go. Also, I should probably be using substations for this, but yeah, that's fine. It's not like we're limited by entity placement speed right now. Actually, we might be. We're limited by a lack of 1,000 laser turrets, which is much different. Okay. Do we have a wall over here? Can we be attacked from over here? I think we can. There we go. These are some great defenses. Actually, this is an inner wall, isn't it? No, this is an outer wall. That's not the side the power should be on. So we just double up the power poles. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, this one is the outer wall. This is the one that needs to be defended better. I think having them adjacent to the wall is actually bad. I don't remember. Because I think the way this mod works, they can't shoot over the wall, but you can be hit by the AoE of the acid or something like that. So if you have them too close to the wall, they can still be hit by the AoE of the shot. So I do want to try to avoid that. We also need a thicker wall over here. Because this is a very poorly defended spot. There you go. Also, these are only 3 walls. Oh, it's because I built these by hand. That's why this is 3. Also, this sound is, I don't know, it's satisfying, but also unpleasant at the same time. Not sure if there's a good word for that. Okay, those are good, I think. This wall we have established is not well cut out for defending. So let's take care of that. I think the issue with this one though wasn't that it can't defend, it's just that it wasn't within robot range, which was a little bit problematic. I think it's finally within robot range. And then I was just talking about how I shouldn't be building against the wall, but I've still been building against the wall, so hopefully we can fix that. I have no idea how long it will take to build these turrets. It's really a race. Can we build this wall of single turrets before we can build the Big Bertha? Because I do not want to wait on Big Bertha. I want to shoot it off today if we can. We should have time. Yeah, I think it's going to take another like 15 minutes to research, so we should be good. But if we don't have defenses up, I don't think I'll stop myself. I think I'll still shoot it and see what happens. Although I don't think, because our ammo production is kind of limited, I don't think the initial swarms are going to be terrible. Because that definitely is a consideration. But the fact that... what happened there? There we go. There we go. Yeah, it should be fine because we don't have a ton of ammo production. That I don't think we'll be able to summon a ton of waves. And I mean, we do still have flamethrowers. And look, these ones even use yellow fuel. Whatever that's called, light oil. Because they're just so good at defending. I didn't realize I set up anything with light oil. I wonder if that was by design or if it was just coincidence. It could just be coincidence. Or not coincidence. Obviously, it could have just been that yellow seemed closer here. Not sure though. There we go. This is a very weird shape, which is a very awkward to defend shape. So let's try to give it at least some extra turrets here, or flamethrowers here. There we go. There we go. This will be great. It'll be fine. Anytime someone says it's fine, it's gonna be fine. There's never like a hidden meaning behind it. Okay. And then is that all of them? We got this one. We got this one. What else? I don't think they can walk that way. I have not confirmed that, but I think we decided that they would have attacked me by now if they could walk that way. Okay, cool. We're only missing 546 laser turrets, which... How fast do we produce them? Wait, how do you spell laser? How do you spell laser? I always spell it with a Z. It's spelled with an S in this game, right? Yeah. I know it's actually spelled with an S, but sometimes I feel like if I were making a game, I would spell it with a Z for fun. We have 0 laser production in the past minute. That is not a good sign for our ability to produce more lasers. What is the problem with that? Did we stop producing them? Wait. There's no way we cut the laser assembler, right? Ah, yes. That would do it. Okay, I have no idea what this chest is. So we're going to remove it, as one does when they don't know what something is for. I think it was a we manually delivered batteries thing. Let's give it 1,000 batteries so it can burst things out. What else will be missing? Steel should be fine. This isn't fast enough to grab from a low. That's the problem. It's not fast enough to grab from a low speed blue belt or a low density blue belt. Oh, ooh, wait, we're long inserters. That wasn't something I considered. Hopefully, hopefully that isn't a common problem throughout our base. It could be a common problem, but I think that's only a problem with very low densities and maybe specifically with undergrounds. Hey, those are fine. We're at 69%. Nice. We should be done soon enough. Okay. Do we have our landfill yet? We have not gotten any landfill because we didn't enable it. That makes sense. Okay, so I have this mod. One of these. This one? No, this one. Wait, where is it? Did I uninstall it? Oh, this one. Okay. I have this mod right here that makes it that I can customize my logistics requests, and the problem with it is that you have to make sure you save it through here, because if you just change it through here, whenever you reload, it replaces it with this one, which has happened every single time. Um, I don't know if there's a way to disable that. Maybe in mod settings. Let's see, what would it be under? Update rate? Yeah, no. So yeah, not entirely sure how that works, but yeah, we should probably. I think we need to fix that at some point. Like, I think the solution is to just use only this one if I need to configure it instead of this, but that's a hard habit to break because I'm not used to having those kinds of mods on. Okay, what is this? Space capsules? Nice. Does this work? No. Huh. Interesting. Does it ever work? These are missing heat shielding. Where does heat shielding get produced? I think heat shielding is supposed to be on this belt. Ah, yes. Um, how did how did we break the steel belt with copper? Huh. Interesting. Let's put this in auto trash. Same with this, so we can clear the belt. What else is on it? Stone tablets, okay. But yeah, a while ago we sideloaded copper into the wrong spot, and that caused some problems. I don't know how it caused this problem. Wait, that doesn't... That's a different problem. What is this belt? What is happening? Okay. So this has bricks on it, and it also has steel on it. What's it supposed to have on it? I guess is the question I should be asking right now. I think it's supposed to be a mixed belt of iron and copper. How does steel get on here? What the heck? What is this belt? Okay. Stone tablets are probably correct because these need stone tablets. Bricks are definitely not correct. So this has to be steel and bricks. Okay. So this looks good. Nothing looks broken by smart belting. This right here. Oh. Ah, I see. I see. That's an easy fix. I think. It's a bit messy because now everything's kind of invisible. a ghost, but yeah, I think I see the fix. I did not realize these were side loaded like that. That was definitely not intentional. But all things considered, we're only up to one instance of accidental belt weaving, which is pretty good considering we weren't like that hardcore about trying to prevent it. We were just like, oh yeah, we should probably avoid it, but we're not gonna go to extreme measures to double check. So I'd say we we're doing great. So yeah, there's an accidental side load here that fixes it. The real question though, how do I get these to work? We have a lot more space to work with if I move this. Now that this is a blue belt, we have double the length to work with. Okay. Rotate that. Okay, there we go. That solves it. I don't think we have any undergrounds. That makes that section a bit messy. There's probably better solutions. There's definitely better solutions, actually. There's way better solutions. That's a worse solution. There's definitely better solutions. There we go. And we immediately break it again in a pretty much the exact same way, actually. Okay. I want to make this clean, but maybe I should just embrace it. Maybe that's the strat. Yeah, it works. That's what matters at the end of the day. It is functional. Now I can just stand here, try to get all of the bricks, which shouldn't take too long because it is a blue belt, so that helps. Where are we? I was hoping we could use pickup in map view. There's some things you can do in map view, like you can place things next to you in map view, but you can't grab things, of course. And I think there's some other things you can't do. Okay, so we don't have the steel because we still left this one, but it should work now. I think everything looks good. I don't actually know why we have the secondary belt when we could have just taken steel directly from here, but who knows? uh, things happen. I don't really want to make. I didn't want to make sure this wasn't a pure belt. These were pure belts. Because we do a lot of like temporary side loads. So anytime we do a side load without a filter or without like even this kind of filter, it's always risky. And we just got the Big Bertha, so let's go finish our landfill thing, and then we should be good to set it up. I don't know how many we need. I feel like one will be good for now, just for getting the close bases, and then we can try to scale up production later. Also, this is kind of risky, but we need to delete this. And hopefully we can use personal robots to do it, so that way we can get quick feedback. Because we need to... Oh gosh, what is this? I have no idea what this is. That is artillery. Okay. Actually, the artillery train is a really bad one to try to connect to. Oh, well. Hopefully it works. Okay. Now the new network is officially connected to the old network. Well, okay, maybe I should wait before I say that. But I think it's officially connected to the old network, which is probably accurate. Because I don't think I could have broken this that easily. The only problem is the artillery train does stay here for occasionally, which does just kind of block everything for like 5 seconds. But I don't think that's that big of a deal right now with the throughput that we have. It can go all the way down and then it can go back up. Okay, that is something. It's a very roundabout way to get there, but it can get here. So we should be fine. Assuming this is the correct main network, which it is. Okay, we're good. We're good. Cool. We just have to hope we built it correctly, which probably did. There's a good chance we built it. Okay, and now connect the walls, and then we'll put gates on the gaps. Because this is a backup wall at this point, but just in case our new defenses aren't holding up, I would like to have it actually, set up properly. There we go. That's what we call a backup wall. This would every time these fire, this would disconnect the network. I might have to reconsider how I do flamethrowers over here, because we do have that problem. Although I don't think we have any trains going outside of our network anymore, so it might not actually be a problem. But with our old designs, we ran into a lot of issues with flamethrowers where they would burn our own tracks. We have the mod to make it that they can't burn the robots, but they would still burn the tracks. And every time they burn the tracks and the gates and stuff like that, we would get a lot of blinking, which is not fantastic. But I'm hoping that's a little bit fixed now. Okay, and then hopefully we have enough landfill to make this loop. Because that's all we need. What was that? Oh, interesting. I was trying to rotate that, and it was my button for changing guns. Cool. Let's go this way. Oh wait, why am I trying to connect that at an awkward angle when I can just do this? There we go. Now it just got way easier to connect. Perfect. Okay, now we're talking. I sure hope these are set up properly. Because I don't know, honestly, I don't know for sure, but I feel like they're probably good. And then let's build as much as we can for this, because this one would take a while for bots to make it down to, especially since it's not fully in the network. Okay, I think we only have 15 roboports, so I doubt we can connect all of this, but we sure can try. Also, we need to get robot speed. I really need energy science. We really need to just like double down and actually get energy science next time, because there's a lot of stuff locked behind it that would be super useful. Like faster bots. I think space elevator is an energy science of some form. No, that doesn't sound right. Space rails? I think this one's everything. Yeah, I want to say it's space rails. Yeah, space rails are the energy science. Which, now that we've demonstrated we have a great knowledge of trains, we can try to build them in space and hope that they don't break. Because those ones are a lot more expensive. I wouldn't really want to mess them up. Okay, well, we're going to run out of rails soon, so I think we're just going to fly back and place all of the power poles. Because at least if you have power down here, that helps things connect. Okay, what were we researching? Rocket reusability, I think. Actually, this was stalled. Wasn't that stalled when we started? Or was it just incredibly slow? We have not produced thermofluid in a while. Interesting. Huh. What could be bottlenecking there? Oh, heavy oil. Wait, heavy oil, that's supposed to come from a rocket, right? Do we not have a heavy oil rocket? Interesting. Interesting. We don't have a heavy oil rocket. How did we miss the heavy oil rocket? Did we build one? We do have a heavy oil rocket. I'm very confused. Okay. Is there any way to add the symbols? I guess I can just look at what these are outputting. I'm very confused. Where could a heavy oil barrel? Because we have a cargo thing named heavy oil barrels, but it's not here. Did we delete it? Where else is heavy oil needed? I don't know where else heavy oil is needed, but I mean, yeah, that seems to be the problem. Where's heavy oil? Here. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yep, okay. So this does exist. It is not connected. So, I mean, it wouldn't have worked anyway, but it is supposed to be connected. That means iron is also broken. We also never attached these. Why? Oh, when I connected them, I realized they were connected incorrectly, so I decided to cut them so that way I could fix them once I had a chance to double check everything, which was a good idea. But then I forgot to double check them. So it was still a good idea, but it was definitely less of a good idea. Okay, so those seem fine. Yeah, these aren't. I mean, this is set up properly, which which means it is a shipment error. Interesting. Iron ingots. Can't launch. Oh, it doesn't have a destination position. Oh, well, that's an easy fix. There we go. Launch. Green signal or in cargo full. Okay, I remember. This was one of the rockets that was broken. Now heavy oil. This is heavy oil. Okay, this one just isn't filling. It should be automatic though. Huh. Oh, yes. Okay, well, on the bright side, those are both very easy fixes to do. I am glad we had enough utility science even with those broken though. Because it would have been a bummer if we got like 98% of the way to Big Bertha. Or the biggest Bertha. So let's see. What other options do we have to work on? I guess we can just go get Big Bertha. Which I think the easiest way to do that is to use our mall. Which we don't have one. Okay, there we go. Bertha. There we go. Request. And then we'll make... I'm assuming it stacks to 1. Let's make 5. I don't know why I think I can use 5 of them. Okay. We'll definitely have to scale up production. Shooting speed, 0.3 plus 0.3. I don't know how that compares to regular artillery. Okay, so that is the same speed as regular artillery. So yeah, one of them should be enough to get the bases close to us. I don't think it will be enough to... It definitely won't be enough to clear the whole planet, because it can only reach, I think, this far. Which, yeah, now that I look at it, I see why I was warned about biter attacks. It's a little bit rough. How's our bot supply? Since we're going to lose a bot. Lose a bot. Lose a lot. Okay, also 903 logistic bots. That seems like a really weird number. There is no way I set that as my limit. I don't see a world where I set the limit as 903. Maybe it was a stack size issue? Yeah, okay, it's a stack size issue. Let's just do 1,000. 900 is a weird number. And let's change this to 5,000. Because I think we're well off enough that... 50,000. We're well off enough that we can afford more construction bots. Especially since if we have 5,000, it means if we have another problem where we're just slowly losing construction bots until the end of time, the world doesn't end. Because we almost ran completely out of construction bots. We were slowly losing them, like 3 a minute. By the time I noticed, we had already lost like 600. Fortunately, it was a pretty easy fix to like stop the decrease, but it was a bit difficult to make it positive again. There we go. Okay, this looks much nicer. Also, now that these chips are backed up, we should have way more chips going around our base, which should hopefully make their way into processing units. Which I think we have to manually ship that up because it's going to be a while for that before that fills. These are limited by sulfur. Wait, what? What? I'm sorry, what? How am I not producing sulfur? These just straight up aren't connected. Are they? Oh, there they are. I remember we were having some issues with sulfuric acid the other day with batteries. Did we not solve that, or did we break it? a second time. Oh, whoa, whoa. I think I see the problem. That's an easy fix, right? Oh, yeah, okay. That's a very easy fix. Okay, we're good. Oh. That means these weren't producing, which means... Actually, okay, we're fine. I think what happened is we had just enough sulfuric acid to get us to our bot cap and, like, nothing else before it was broken. Because that was very close to not working. There we go. Okay. So now green chips are looking mighty healthy. Blue chips are good. There we go. Our base is honestly coming together. And look at this. We're turning a lot of iron into belts. This is really nice. So that way when we do an upgrade and place 20,000 belts at once, we'll be able to. Which maybe that's a little bit extreme. But I'm glad I'll have the option. Don't know what that beeping is. It's probably fine. Usually beeping isn't terrible. And then we need to figure out... We need to figure this out at some point. Because this currently is still combined water, ice, beryllium rocket, which did not work well. But that requires us to go back to novice orbit. So let's add that to the to-do list. Water, ice, beryllium rocket. So these need to be dedicated rockets. And then there's another issue with this chain. No, I don't think it was with this chain exactly. I think it might have just been that. I had two issues with this, like both with the water ice and the beryllium. So I think that will solve both of it. And then somebody made a comment the other day that stone is possibly more useful than glass, and I should stop just turning everything to glass. But I think we also need to get Astro Science up before we know if we have a glass shortage. Because right now we're turning all of our byproducts into glass, just so it's like 4 times more dense or something, which is nice. But we could also just buffer things in a warehouse, like 20 warehouses, and that will give us time to figure out what our bottlenecks are in the future. Bio uses. Okay, yeah, I think it was that. It uses... Yeah, I think it was sand that I needed, or stone turned into sand. So yeah, we do have that option of just storing it as stone and sand in like 30 warehouses. But I think we need to get Astro Science up first before we really know what our bottleneck is. Also, this looks great. This logic doesn't work for some reason. Or maybe this was another one that was set up incorrectly. And accidentally loaded with too many things. Okay, yeah, I think this is the one that we accidentally copied wrong. So these all have too many capsules in them. Which we still haven't figured out how to solve our capsule issue. Because a while ago... Oh god. That was the wrong gun. Whoops. We haven't figured out how to solve our capsule issue. Because basically we have one planet that will be shipping a lot more out than it gets in. And I don't know of a way to do that automatically. Other than like a capsule rocket that occasionally goes there with like 10 capsules on it. That honestly might be a solution. That's not terrible. Because the other alternative is manually putting like 5 extra things on it every now and again and calling it good. Like we can put extra capsules on any rocket. So if we just made sure it went to a specific spot first, that would also work. And I think just manually doing that once every like 30 hours would probably be fine. So I don't think that's a terrible option. But yeah, we definitely need something there. Also, I think this is the first time this train has actually been shipped out. Is this working? It is, but the real question... Oh, well, obviously it's not working, but I don't know why. Actually, no, why isn't it working? This should be this should be able to make it all the way back. Huh. They're connected. It's requesting a train. Is the train in transit maybe? Is there a way to tell? Uh, I don't really know how to tell. Train limit 0 out of 1. That means something's in transit, right? If it says 0 out of 1. So it's possibly stalled somewhere. Or it's right there. No, that's a different train. Hmm. Oh, right. It show a train if we click the station. Oh, right here? Huh. So what's the problem with it? This didn't get the name. I see the problem. Does that mean none of these have the name? My blueprint doesn't have the station name copied in it. I see the problem. Okay. uh, that's an easy fix, but a bit annoying. Okay, yeah, but yeah, I was thinking it would show a train there, but I didn't know for sure. I was like, oh yeah, it probably would, but I had like just a small amount of confidence there. Because I just don't use trains enough to actually have had to check a station that many times. Okay, which ones actually use that system? I think this one uses that system. Okay, so we have 4 that are named incorrectly. So this should dispatch... That might dispatch a train. I don't know if that's connected yet. 1. Uh, what? Why wasn't that copied? Okay, attempt number 2. But hopefully we actually copy it this time. Also, wait, is this utilized? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay. Can I copy it remotely? Like, do I have to zoom in to do this? I don't think I do. I just don't trust that I'll click on it if I can't zoom in and tell. But I imagine I can do it this way. Nope. No, you cannot. Okay. Moment of truth. You know what? I should just copy and paste it, right? At this point. Because if I copy and paste, I don't have to worry about it being in my paste history. There we go. Okay, that's a good start. Okay, that's 1. The other one is here. Good. That's 2. This is 3. There we go. And 4. Okay, that was a little bit harder than I thought it would be. It's because I think it's because I kept switching between satellite mode and player mode instead of map mode and player mode, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't save your paste buffer if you do that. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we have more core mining up. And then I don't know if this one's connected to the network. I feel like it is. This one should have a train coming to it. Yeah, wait. I don't know. Probably. One of these is probably coming towards it. I didn't realize when you hovered over them, it doesn't... I thought it would only show the one going to that station specifically, not every station with that, or every train with that one there, but it's still cool. Ooh, this is nice though. I like that double circle I have. Cool. Those are going to take a while to fill empty. Oh, wait, that has to be heading there. Also, I don't think we've converted to rocket fuel yet. Also, is there something better than rocket fuel at this point in the game? I mean, there's nuclear fuel. Is this worth it? This is worth it, right? This is like really good. I don't know how expensive it is to run trains with it. I guess since I have trains only running as needed, nuclear fuel is probably pretty darn cheap. And then, let's see, what do we need here? I think we should be able to get Big Bertha. Copper is a problem. Have we not connected a new copper train yet? I don't think we've connected a new copper train. We still have this this junction, which I absolutely love. I don't think copper has a similar junction, so I think the next step, let's add that as well. Cop copper junction. Do you think I'll know what that means for the train loop? Okay, now I'll probably be able to figure that out. Okay, also these red chips. Everything is so like backed up right now. Nuke fuel. You can use nuke fuel and jetpacks. Does it make you faster or does it just last long 10 times as long? Oh, well, 12 times as long. Because faster sounds nice, but I mean 10 times as long also sounds nice. Ooh, okay. I want to get Big Bertha first, so I don't know if I'll get to that today. I will write it down, though, because that sounds awesome. It stacks to 1, so it lasts the same as 10 rocket fuel. Are there any downsides? Like, if you unequip it, does it reset it? Like, is there anything that you can do that can accidentally clear the fuel from it? Otherwise, yeah, that sounds like... That sounds better overall. I was worried something would, like, clear the buffer of fuel, but I'm not sure how they work. I guess because it has an internal buffer, that probably doesn't happen. Oh, that's true. It's really, yeah, good point. It's not expensive. I think I would just, I was hurting for rocket fuel for, or nuclear uranium for so long. I forget that we have a very solid uranium production somewhere now with like more than enough uranium for our base and our player. We're not trying to, we're not trying to survive solely off of this uranium, which is admittedly not much. Okay, cool. Where did we leave Big Bertha? It's somewhere in the mall. Yeah, it's down here. Please be built. We have exactly one. Perfect. Wait, why did I think this would craft fast? This has a single... It has a single inserter going into it. Which reminds me, there is a fatal flaw in this mall. Literally all of them are designed with stack inserters. Or fast inserters. There you go. Okay. Autosave, perfect. Which is, honestly, I'm glad I have them saved so frequently because I never remember them. These are good. That blinking means I successfully disabled that because I did want that to be turned off. Okay, and this is where our uranium... Wait. This is being built remotely, so it's not actually a good idea to build it up there. We should just build something in our base. Explosives, cannon shells, radars. I don't know where we produce any of those. I have no idea where we produce any of those. I imagine some of them get produced over here. Explosives I know are over here by oil. Cannon shells, now that is a trickier one. I think cannon shells are down here. Yeah, how do I remember that? There we go. Let's add a splitter. Is there a splitter nearby I can pick from? Yeah, whatever. That works. Assuming this is only explosives on this belt. Yeah, we're good. We're good. And then radars. Okay, we have a couple options for radars. I think local radar production would be a good idea. Because we have circuits, we have iron. That's everything we need for radars. What we don't have is undergrounds. We'll do this. Circuits. Assembly machine. Iron. That one never will really run. Let's move this down a little bit. That will run a little bit better. And then we take a splitter and we make gears. This is such a weird way to do this. Now we go back up. This is this is the essence of spaghetti by anti-patience. There we go. It's a work of art, really. And now we have artillery shells being produced. Hopefully. Hopefully have artillery shells being produced without any bots doing anything. These require electric motors in this mod. Does that complicate things? A little bit, yes. What does an electric motor need? Okay. I have a better idea. Actually, no, I don't. I have an idea. It's not better. Where are motors? Okay, there we go. That's what we want it from. Let's see. We need a filter inserter, which we don't have on our hotbar, so we'll just place it like this. Hopefully we come back to it. Problematic roboport, that can be moved. That had a lot of connections, actually. That's not great. What's here? Oh, I was trying to do distractor capsules at some point. But then it turns out they're not that good when you can just use a landmine. So I didn't actually end up using them for that long. There we go. Okay. That should get us... Well, assuming this gets placed. Let's see. Do we have any we can take? If we can find a filter somewhere, we can just take this one. If we turn off our bots, at least. So that way we can set the recipe now. There we go. Small electric motor. Somewhere. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Spaghetti. It's been a while. You know, we built a train network that was almost on a grid. We have to offset that with some spaghetti. I think that's how it works. And then this middle section is one section. That's actually good. I think that means I did it right. Which is very surprising. Very surprising, honestly. Yeah, no, that's what I wanted. Cool. There was some issue here. Let's see, these are slowly lowering. Yeah, okay. These take a while to fill. It just looks very filled up right now because we let it fill up, so it needs like 3 trains before it completely empties. Oh, but yeah, look at that. This is way nicer. Yeah, we have... Honestly, I think we increased our production by like 30% here. This top one is actually a different section. I would eventually like to convert these old ones to auto core instead of just regular core. Mostly to make it that the train doesn't have to stop by every single one, because that would be a little bit more expandable, but I also kind of like how we have the 2 systems combined. It just feels right. Okay, this should produce artillery shells, right? Oh my gosh, these are not even close to the same recipe. I just kind of assumed it was the same recipe. So we don't need the gears. We do still need the iron, so that's something. Yeah, it's definitely... It's not the end of the world, but now we have to get bricks over here. That's a lot more beeping than normal. Yeah, see, that's what I'm worried about with the attacks. I think we also need light oil next time. Light oil in turrets. Because it's like 20% more fuel for pretty much nothing is very good. But yeah, that will eventually get... Yeah, that will eventually get what it needs. We need these bricks over here, though. See, is there a brick lane that we could awkwardly steal from? There's not really bricks being produced over here, though. Huh. What are the other options? We have a lot more space to work with if we can steal these earlier. Maybe that's the strat. Also, let's see, I don't need this landfill anymore. I actually want filter inserters and like 50 50 of each of these. That'll help a lot with with whatever spaghetti we're cooking. Okay. So we don't need this. That will help clear up some space. We need to get electric motors and stone bricks from here. That works. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't work. No, it doesn't work. This works. Assuming it can go far enough. Which I don't think it can. No, it cannot. This doesn't need that throughput. Okay, perfect. Now we send this down. And this should now eventually get bricks on it. It doesn't have it yet, but it should once we add the filters. Okay, so this is small electric motors, and this is bricks. And I'm realizing now, we probably could have just expanded this by like one tile, but eh. I mean, I realized that initially. I was trying to see if I could make it work without it. Okay, now we just need to fix the side swapper. Okay, there we go. Now we should be getting radars at a very who knows how fast actually. I have no idea. Big Bertha, we will place. Oh, that is big. Huh. Okay. And it requires power. That's cool. We don't need these. Why am I still requesting those guys? I don't think I am. I don't know where those came from though. Okay. This is not amazing production. Ooh, auto mode. Wait, do I want it on auto mode? I don't know if I want it on auto mode right now. You know what? We'll try it. It needs a non-trivial amount of power. Where do I see the power requirement? That sounds like a lot. Wait, hold on. The bar wasn't filled. Do I not have the power to run it? Is that what's happening? Or does it just ask me every time? Is it so much power that it requires you to manually do it? Should we find it? Oh, it's only 10 megawatts? Okay. So I clicked on the grid and it said 5 megawatts, but it was only like this filled. So I was worried that it was like 5 out of like 1,000. Why aren't explosives working? Oh my gosh. That's great. Okay, let's give it speed modules, because I don't actually know what our limiting factor here is. We might actually be able to do more. Hard to say. Maybe I shouldn't speak yet. Can I move this down 2 tiles? I think I can. That would help a lot. That lets me get stack inserters here. Radar is military. Okay. This can also be a stack inserter. Cool. Cool. Okay. Much better. Much nicer. I'm using up all this iron, so I hope this iron isn't important. If I had to guess, this is backup iron somewhere, but this is the iron that goes to Blue Belt, so it's not that important. Ooh, wait. It's moving? Where is it attacking? Let's follow this. Oh, that's flying. Okay, it's attacking this side first. Oh, it's attacking some worms. Okay. Forgot about the worms. Yeah, this is nice. I mean, I know it's only fired 2 rockets, but that's 2 artillery that I wouldn't have been able to fire elsewhere. Like that counts for something. We do need to figure out how to expand our production with whatever we have going on. does it remember that it's on auto? Or does it remove that every time it fires? Okay, it remembers it on auto. Oh, it needs 3 shots before it starts. Got it. Okay, I get it now. It just doesn't do anything until it has 4 or something. See, the problem is I just need more production. I see. Ah, okay. So if I get it more steady production, it'll probably be fine. We can definitely get more explosives. We have plastics. Yeah, we can... We're explosive limited here, which is weird. Or, sorry, cannon shell limited here. Okay. Can we get 2 here? Yeah, look at that. We got 2 more. What is this? This could be replaced with a stack inserter and we can make this more compressed. Okay, that's good. One more, one more. Wait, that's in the wrong spot. There we go. That's what I meant to do. There we go. It's the plastic that we need here. Okay, and then this steel. Input, 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 input. Let's actually get... I wanted a beacon here, but I don't think we can fit a beacon here with the design I had in mind. It's doing some kind of chunk by chunk sweep in a circle or something. Gotcha. Well, it's still really, really cool. Is there any way I've copied so little that the beacon's still nearby? No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, let's just copy this beacon for now. Just for spacing purposes. Okay, never mind. This will work. For like one of them. Yeah, okay. This works fine. Now replace it. This actually isn't the beacon I want. I want speed. Nothing but speed. I want this one. I have no idea. We're probably going to run into other bottlenecks, but this is a start. At least eliminating one bottleneck is nice. The real question is, can I get it up here? And honestly, I trust in my spaghetti ability. I believe. Underground, 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 underground. Okay, that's a good start. Ooh, wait, wait, wait. We don't have to get it up there. We can just do that. Nice. Craft speed should still be limiting, so we should be good there. And if I really need to speed it up, yep, nope, I think we're good. Wait, now we're artillery shell limited. Oh, but now we're explosive limited. Okay, well, it's a different bottleneck. That's something. Oh. Yes, this would do it. This is a very easy fix though, right? Oh yeah. Yeah, look, we even have it over here. Look at this solution. There we go, because I can't imagine we're sulfur limited right now. So that should give us like 100% more explosive cannon shells, which is awesome. How does this run? Oh, this takes directly from the assembly machine. Yeah, I'll take that. Let's see. We can also possibly get like a beacon here, but I don't think we really need to. Yeah, I think we can accept this. I mean, it's still producing pretty well. Like we can run one of these constantly. That's pretty solid. What's the ratio? The ratio is 2 to 1 without speed modules. So yeah, even if these runs at the bottom ran, we don't have enough here. Okay, cool. We're not radar limited right now, which is unexpected. Yeah, we'll leave that. We'll leave that do its thing. Oh, this is probably the chunk by chunk sweep, huh? Or maybe that's just my regular radars. I just heard it fire, which I feel like it just moved. Okay, maybe that's just regular radars. There's something here? What's it shooting at? Okay, it's something over here. Cool. Okay, yeah. With the scale that we have, I think the biter attacks will be fine. I am glad we added the turrets though. Not like they're set up. So I don't know when they'll do something, but they're there. How do you tell the power? I guess you can only see the power whenever it's actually running. Maybe it's in the tooltip? Big Bertha. Because I'm just like, because I believe you it's 10 megawatts. I'm just curious, like, if I missed something, because I definitely do that a lot. Nope, okay. Didn't miss anything. There we go. Okay. This looks great. So that will make it that we can do things. The bottom of the sprite is a second entity that takes power. Okay. It was not just there only what is it just because the game doesn't let you like add power to some things? I imagine that has to be an entity. I imagine this has to just be like some weird engine limitation. Kind of like roboports being unable to take like fuel power or stuff like that. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need these. Okay, everything is looking nice. We have not produced gates. I don't think gates are working. I thought we automated gates. I mean, we definitely automated them, but engines. Okay. Engines are not in our network. Got it. Yeah, this is the problem whenever you don't let yourself use bots for many things, you just run into really weird bottlenecks of whenever you whenever you only let yourself use them for specifically the mall, you obviously aren't going to have most things in the network. So every time I've set up something to automate, it's basically just been using everything I deleted off of belts and just threw into the network, but wasn't a sustainable a sustainable source. But it should be good now. We're slowly fixing that. This is still not connected, which is bad. If Big Bertha attacks over here, that's not great. So I think what we gotta do is go connect that manually. Also, let's see, what time is it? We have enough time. Let's set up nuclear fuel real quick. Which, how do we do that? I know it's an easy recipe. It's more of, I guess a better question would be where do we do that is the better way to phrase it. We have a lot up here, but this technically is sustainable, right? Because this isn't being used for anything else. We might be able to produce enough from here. And then rocket fuel, I imagine we have trains over here, which means rocket fuel is close. But I don't know if we load any trains here. Oh, we don't use most of our trains don't use rocket fuel. Most of them still use. Oh wait, rocket fuel we just get like this. Oh, whatever. Okay, fine. We'll just do that then. If I'm letting myself use that for trains, I'll just use them here too then. Okay. Nuclear fuel, I'm assuming is not built in assembler, but you know, there's a chance. Yeah, that sounds about right. Would it be a fuel refinery in this mod? No. Chem plant? Third time's the charm? Let's try. Chem plant, where are you at? You know what? Let's just find the. My guesses are obviously wrong every single time. Where is it? Centrifuge. Oh, wait. Oh, that's vanilla. Okay. I actually wouldn't have guessed that. Thank you. That makes more sense. Rocket fuel. Let's request 100 because it's pretty cheap, right? Yeah, that's not going to be our limiting factor. Actually, speed might be, though. Can we use... Ooh. Ooh, interesting. Not like it's that expensive, but, you know, might as well. Okay, so in this case, we're going to do that. Using a different belt, though. That way you can scale it up a little bit, because, wow, this takes 90 seconds. Also, I just completely grabbed a random section, but I like how I grabbed a section that tesslates perfectly with no wasted belt, considering it was just a completely random click. And again, that is space belt. I really need to set up a hotbar. There we go, and we'll just put it in a bunch of provider chests. There we go. That lets me buffer 150 nuclear fuel. Honestly, nuclear fuel. Never really used it, but it uses a lot of junk. Or a lot of space. Like, even if it's not expensive, the space to store it seems high. But I imagine I don't need a ton in a bunch of places. And what we should do, actually don't really know how we're going to convert these. Actually, I think what I'll do is this. This one moves constantly. We're going to keep that one on rocket fuel until we convert it. And make the other one nuclear fuel. Request up to 10 should be good because most of it will be backed up on the belt. Actually, because it's backed up on the belt, I probably would not want to do this. Because that's a lot. I mean, not like it's expensive over time, but like right now, that just seems like a lot. Let's do 5. 5 doesn't sound like much either. But also, once we build trains, they should have nuclear fuel in it, so that will help too. Yeah, hopefully these build before they run out of fuel. I think with the way these are set up, they use a small enough fuel that will be fine. Like that this 30 will last a while, but there is a chance. There is a chance they brown out. Whew, that needs a beacon. That definitely needs a beacon. And then we will give it speed 2s. There we go. That used a lot. I could have just used probably like 2 substations. No, a single substation for this, huh? Let's try to get into the habit of using substations. They're cool. And they're large. Yeah, see, 2 substations. And we're in the habit of we're in the what is the word? We're in the business of large now that we got Big Bertha. Still firing ever so slowly. What's our artillery production? Nice. 12 bases a minute. Cool. We're schmoovin'. Honestly though, not too bad. Because that's hopefully that will like keep these close guys at bay. I don't know, it might be incredibly low. But we can work on that a different time. Okay, nuclear fuel possibly done. Expand artillery. If we want this to work, we need probably a lot more because I feel like 12 bases a minute at some point fighter expansion will outpace that. Which is why we just need to clear the whole base. And then there's no biter expansion. Okay, this looks still rough, actually. Let's... Wait, what? Wrong kind of uranium. Okay, that works. Do we actually get these from over here, though? Let's see, where's our network? Our network is here. Okay, that should be fine. It gets made slowly. Oh, that's true. It will get used incredibly slowly, too. That's a good point. it's just this instance where I just want like a bunch right now. Okay, now we can switch to using rocket fuel. Nuclear fuel here. The only downside is now I have to carry nuclear fuel, but I guess that's not really a downside. It's just different. Because what I used to do is just steal rocket fuel every planet I went to. Woo! Oh, it's only 10%. I mean, it's still nice though. Cool. Thanks for the idea. And then our rockets are honestly doing pretty nice. Our production in space is less nice. But I think that is just a matter of assembling machines, unless this is running low. Oh, we're also running low on beryllium. Okay, so yeah, the beryllium planet will start to limit astroscience. So yeah, we need to fix that. Let's reorder the list while I'm thinking of it. Water, ice, beryllium, this is like top priority. Core mining, this is done. Ooh, that's cool. There's a show completed task option in case I accidentally check things. This thing, low priority. Module production, incredibly low priority. Copper junction, that's pretty high. Material science and holmium, pretty high. Rail signals, I think this was me wanting to check on rail signals. That one's done. Straighten western wall, that's not that important. Nuclear fuel, possibly done. We'll leave that. Light oil and turrets, expand artillery. Okay. Yeah, I think this priority is decent. The main thing is I don't want to forget to do beryllium because that's going to be limiting science soon. Also, having like a fully connected like power grid and network, it looks really cool. And you can see where I transition from spaghetti to some kind of blueprints. It's obviously not perfect blueprints, but there is some sort of grid, and I think that's dope. Okay, did I actually set these up correctly? Where are they? Yeah, look at that. Those are looking great. This one we can convert, and it'll eventually empty itself, I think. Yeah, that should be fine. Actually, I could have done that with all of them. Just let it clear the belt before I did like a hard stop. But, oh well. Not a big deal. We don't need this many roboports here. The reason I did that is just so it's copyable, but we can probably delete some of them. But yeah, our core mining is looking much nicer. How do we, let's see, they're just called cores, right? Let's look at our production over time. So this is the start of the game. And this is when we set up our train network. And I guess this would be today? Our improvement. So it looks like we do get like 10% more core fragments. That's not a ton, because we did do like 4 more, but that makes sense. Also, I don't think the 4 are done yet. Oh wait, are they actually done? 1, 2. Oh my gosh, we actually we actually managed to expand this, even though we were waiting on robots to finish it all forever. That one didn't look like it was done though. This one seems problematic. Okay, we are close though. This one's also never going to connect to power. So even if it was done, it wouldn't connect. Okay, you know what? I'll take it. And if we get more mining productivity, which I believe is material science, that apparently will make it super, super broken. Productivity. Aw, man. Wait. The next mining productivity is Vegemite? No, okay, never mind. Maybe they knew this was they knew it was broken, so they put it behind Vegemite. Unfortunate, but expected. I knew it was too soon to celebrate. Where is this going? I don't understand what's using all my glass. I'm worried that I have a loop. Like, there is a small chance that I'm sending glass between 2 rockets. I don't know, though. Actually, that would be easy to test, wouldn't it? There's only one landing pad named glass, so never mind. We don't have a loop. Because we used to have a glass landing pad here, this one. But we named it Glad Temporary. So two separate things there that would have made it not send glass normally. Okay, so yeah, I guess it's not a problem that we're converting all of our other planets glass, because we're still consuming it somehow. Even with our little production in space, we are consuming all of our byproduct glass, which is actually kind of nice. These are looking good. These haven't shipped in a while, but I think that's because they're not being used. So yeah, observation frames is probably eating lots of glass. Well, it's not working very fast, so I figured that wasn't the problem. But yeah, it probably is still that. Even at a slow production, it could be eating a ton of glass. But we only use like one per... This only is using like one per like 10 seconds, it looks like. I wonder if we... What else uses glass? We did produce a lot of solar panels in a row. That could have used a bunch. Does this stuff require glass? No, that's heat shielding. Huh, I'm not entirely sure. It could just be that we're not producing as much glass as we thought we were, because we did have like 60 hours of backed up glass. That was like three chests worth. There's also a chance that we haven't actually been sending back glass. That is actually a very real chance. This right here is a problem. We need to figure this out. I didn't know this was possible. I thought this was a... I thought this loop decreased. Or I thought this... I guess you make more glass than you turn into Pyroflex here. That's a problem. Or is this not set up right? I mean, practically speaking, this is set up right. Maybe it's problematic. We could keep the same logic on it. The landfill buffer might be full. No, I think we're good. I forgot about the landfill buffer. Okay, so we do have something to take care of it if it ever goes out of hand. I just didn't realize this. I guess I did realize this has a net positive if I set this up. I just forgot. But this looks nice. How's Big Bertha holding up? What's our actual artillery production? Okay, it's pretty much just, it's got to be a steady 10 to 12 per minute. We can live with that for now. Like, it's taken out this peninsula. And if we expand and get more, we can then expand our base and get even more production to make more artillery. Because expanding by hand was incredibly, incredibly painful. We were very slow with it. Okay, I did want to make sure everything was connected before I called it. Let's see. This was waiting on a connection. It looks like it is finally good. I just didn't want to fly down there in person because it was so far. This is building, but oh, wait. I think this is fully set up. This goes up and around and around and back down. It might also be able to come from up top. Okay, cool. So that has two ways to get there. Cool. I do need to eventually look into different types of rail crossings. Because I think this one has an incredibly low throughput. Like, it's fine now. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's fine for now. Because we have chain signals here. Hopefully. But yeah, it could definitely cause problems in the future if we try to get more trains. Although we can also work around that by just having a lot of them everywhere. That kind of helps with the throughput problem. Instead of having everything go through this one right here, which is currently the situation. But yeah, we have a good task list for next time. This one's first, copper junction. So it looks like material science. We should be able to start next time. Because I think we've done all of the house cleaning that I desperately needed to do on Novice. And this production is way more steady, it's looking like. Which means we should be getting nearly a full belt of resources constantly from these. Which is good, because we were getting very sporadic amounts. These could probably use a speed module. Wait, this isn't connected. Oh, we could have ran out of Pyroflex. Whoops. These aren't super prioed. That'll prio it, so we empty the buffer first. Not like it matters that much. Is there anything quickly I can set up now? Because I still have a few minutes, but I might just have to end it. Because basically all the tasks I'm looking at require me to leave the planet and spend like 30 minutes to an hour on them. Maybe copper. Actually, wait, why is copper a problem? Wait, why is copper a problem? Wait, that's bad. Copper shouldn't be a problem. This is running low. Do we have a second copper train somewhere? Huh. Interesting, interesting. Oh, I remember how copper is designed. Copper is, we have a single copper train and it goes from here to here, and then here, we follow this one. It goes down here, makes a little loop because I accidentally looped the belt or looped the train, and then it lands over here where there's a new a copper station, which is getting enough ore. Actually, barely getting enough ore. It might, we might just have to connect a new patch. We're also not balancing the outputs of copper, so that doesn't help. We did balance the outputs of iron, right? With a with a balancer that goes into a compressor, which feels really wrong, but it does work. Like there isn't anything inherently wrong with that. It just sounds useless. So yeah, we can definitely do that here. We can actually copy the entire thing too, which is great. Even the weird little roundabout, the little loop we had to do. There we go. Okay, so that will balance the outputs. Because that, I think, was part of the problem. They're also just not getting enough, though. Let's see. What was our solution to this? Oh, yes. Right. This was our solution. Yeah, okay. We'll do the copper junction next time then. Because we need to make another one. It also might help if I upgrade these. Actually, no. No, these are producing more than enough copper. Never mind, we're good. But yeah, that's it for me today. Meme run Monday tomorrow, I think. I don't know exactly which one I will be doing. Space exploration. I have a couple ideas. It depends how I'm feeling tomorrow. If I want to do something that's very, very mentally exhausting or something just kind of lighter. But I have a very long backlog of Meme on Mondays, so we definitely have a few months of those planned. So we're good. We're good in that regard. But yeah, thanks you all for watching. Thanks for the advice. Thanks for forcing me to install this mod. Very good, Big Bertha. But yeah, hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.